Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we move forward with even more Phantom Nightmare reveals. We have another single card reveal this morning. It's actually a brand new Memento monster. Gotta love it. I think this archetype is just so cool, taking just a bunch of those classic vanilla monsters we know from the game and giving them a place to shine and be real cards again. It's so cool. It honestly is such a cool idea. Only one card here. I don't think this card makes the deck turn the corner, but I do think it is a nice deck for them. It does raise the ceiling for some of their plays. So let's get into it. Starting off here, Memento Attic Ghost is the name, or Memento Attic Ghost, or Wretched Ghost of the Memento, something like that. Obviously, it's like a little Karibo guy. He's very cute. he's very cool. He is a little ghosty. Okay, this is a level 2 Dark Fiend effect monster, 5,550 attack, geez, 400 defense. I just woke up, sorry. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. And if this card is normal or special summoned, you can target a Memento card in your graveyard except Attic Ghost, add it to your hand. Second effect, if this card is sent to the graveyard by a Memento monster's effect, you can special summon this card. I think there's a couple of nice utilities here. I mean, obviously getting any card from grave is just solid, especially because this is a graveyard deck. So pretty much past turn 1, you should have a lot of different stuff in grave to be able to get back at your choice. And lastly, and the other one is just being foolish. Now, unfortunately, it's not when he's generically foolish, so it does take away some other potential cards from being playable. I mean, we're already seeing Tour Guide, Fiendish Rhino Warrior being played in Unchained. That would have been interesting here, because you could have, made the Unchained link. You could foolish this off of Rhino. Rhino would, this would come back, and then Unchained link would search Shavara, stuff like that. There actually could have been some neat plays there. I get why there isn't, though. So it's only Memento monster effects is the key thing there. All in all, it's a pretty good card. I mean, this card is just a +1, right? Even if you're just able to Foolish Burial it from the deck, this card summons itself back. There's your 1-for-1 effect. And then the second effect is just getting you an extra free card from grave. So it's a +1. We like that. Problem with the card, though, it doesn't really make plays. It's not a starter. It's not a consistency card. It does, though, just give the deck cool utility and recoverability. So we'll still take it. The cards that make use of this card the best to me is probably Goblin and Tatsuno Shigi. Yeah. So Goblin can destroy a Memento monster you control, and if you do, you send up to 2 Memento cards with different names from deck to grave. So you literally would send this card plus any other Memento card. This card summons itself back and then adds the other Memento card you sent. So that's pretty good value. You just trade him for him and then also get... It's essentially... This now just essentially becomes a Rhoda. Is really what it does, because trading him for the other body doesn't really do anything, but you do just get any Memento card to the hand, and you actually don't search it, which is interesting. So it plays under Droll, which is kind of cool. So that's cool. Other than that, you have Tatsuno Shigi. You can destroy a Memento monster you control, and if you do, send any number of Memento monsters with different names from each other from your deck to the graveyard whose total levels are less than or equal to the destroyed monster's original level. That's where you could destroy himself. He's a level 5. Then you could send Goblin, send Attic Ghost, but then you still need another 2 or 3, and I think the next level is another 3. I think, right? What is Fairy Witch? I can't even remember. But still, so you could even just sending those, right, lets you go special Ghost, add back Goblin if you hadn't normal summoned, because you just specialed this guy from the hand. Then you could just use Goblin to send 2 monsters, which is still pretty good. And then you have 2 bodies on field. So there's still really good value there. There's also Dark Blade. Dark Blade can destroy a Memento you control to special summon a level 3 or lower Memento from deck. That could just be Ghost, but my guess would be you'd actually be wanting to summon like Goblin. Then Goblin get the double send so that you get even more dumps to grave, but still works out. And the last one would be Nether Skull Dragon. He's kind of cool. I think it's his last effect. Once per turn, if your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon a Memento monster from your hand or grave. So this just means in the grind, once you get this set up, the monsters don't really offer interruption for the most part. So in that instance, you may just be wanting to get recovery, get set up to play next turn in case your opponent does break through. So I would think it'd be somewhat common to like summon Attic Ghost and then Attic Ghost add back a recovery card. So you go +1 instead of just getting a body back. That's still pretty good. So those are the synergies I think are the most important here, specifically Goblin and Tatsunoshige though. Goblin becomes like a legit, really good starter card now. It already was a solid starter card now, but it's even better now because of Attic Ghost. So that's cool. It actually, so even though this card is not a consistency card in and of itself, it makes, you know, stuff like Memento Goblin and Tatsunuto Shigi better cards. You know, Tatsunuto Shigi is actually a really good extender now, and it already was decent, but now it's like a really good extender, and Goblin now is just like an actual normal summon that's a starter now. So I like it. It's a good addition to the deck. We'll see if it actually is enough though to make the deck doable, competitively speaking. But it's nice. So we're gonna keep an eye on it. My guess is it's getting there, but it's probably gonna need one more wave. My guess would be whatever we get in Legacy of Destruction for Memento will be the stuff that gets them to at least like respect like really solid rogue status. But you know, feel free to let me know if I'm wrong. Feel free to let me know if I'm a pleb and I'm totally off base on this archetype. I really haven't seen it doing much in the OCG. I am still excited about it though, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on it down in the comments below. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one. More news coming very soon. Peace.